It's semifinal action once again, and we welcome you to the second game of the San NEOPHOENIX up against the RYUKYU Golden Kings. San N won a nail-biter yesterday, 87-85. But the biggest question for the San NEOPHOENIX was if two of their key players who were not able to finish the game yesterday, Yante Maten and Sota Ora, could they play here today? Well, Yante Maten is listed in the starting lineup, and Sota Ora is also in the lineup submitted by their coaching staff. So the chances of Sota to play is very likely. On the other side of the coin, the RYUKYU Golden Kings, as we take a look at the B.LEAGUE Championship for 2024-2025, these are the last four teams standing. But for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, in the fourth period, one of their key players, Kevi Aluma, suffered an ankle injury. He as well did not finish the game, but unfortunately for them, he is not listed. So Aluma is out of the lineup here for game number 2. And what they have done, the RYUKYU Golden Kings have activated Kenta Whitaker. Let's see if Kenta will be able to fill in the shoes of Aluma. But yesterday, let's take a look at Sasaki and the performance of their guards. There you have one of the youngest guards in the league, in Dainemoto, who did well for his squad. Some of the highlights. And David Nwaba had a lot of highlights yesterday. Nwaba was the leading scorer. Nwaba would come off the bench. He'd score 23 points. He also contributed 6 rebounds and had 4 assists, helping him out. We have Hirotaka Yoshii, who finished with 17 points. Also scoring 14 points was Yante Maten before he left. And also David Dudzinski was a key and vital cog in stopping Jack Cooley in the first 2 periods. Finished also in double digits with 12. There's Jack Cooley. This shot of his tied things up in the 4th period. He came alive in the second half, getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and they really showed everybody their might. There's Jack Cooley once again scoring. So Alex Kirk and Jack Cooley did their very best and did what they do, which is offensive rebounding, pounding it inside because they are the taller team. They weren't able to get too many offensive rebounds in the first half. In the second half, they really were able to showcase their wares. There's Nwaba with a big 3. That was in the 4th period. That gave them a 3-point lead. But coming right back, Vic Law with a 3 of his own. Vic Law would finish with 17 points, also contributing 14 rebounds, a big double-double. He also had 3 assists. That was the final attempt for Vic Law. That would have tied the ball game. Actually, that would have won the ball game for them, but Sasaki and company will come away with a win in victory number 1, in game number 1, here at the Hamamatsu Arena. These are the numbers from yesterday's affair. Very close. As you can see, RYUKYU shooting much better from 2-point distance, which is expected because they have a lot of their bigs scoring inside like Cooley and Alex Kirk. But look at this. Scorching from downtown, 35% as compared to 29%, making 13 threes were the San NEOPHOENIX. That was a big and telling factor. Both squads went to the free throw line a lot. Getting 20 free throws were the San NEOPHOENIX, getting 16 free throws were the Golden Kings. Look at this, San N only with 5 turnovers. Actually, both teams had 5 turnovers at the half.
CS 入る前からも言い続けていることを言い続けてきた。で、その中で、群馬さんに対してで琉球さんに対してっていう自分たちのキーになるところをしっかり選手たちが遂行してくれた。で、その遂行した理由っていうのは彼らが勝ちたかったからだと思うし、勝ちを欲してるし、このタイトルを取りたいっていう表れだと思いますし、でそこをまた明日やりきらなきゃいけないし、誰が出れる出れないそういうことではなくて、自分たちのあるべき持ってる力を全て明日の試合にぶつけたいと思います。
3クォーターまではプレッシャーをかけられてね、ずっと自分たちがしんどい状況にはいたんで、まあ今日の4クォーターみたいにバスケットできたら、はい、まあ自分たちがもっとより勝機が出てくるなっていうふうに思ってます。下向かずにね、ただ修正点をまあしっかり見つけて、まあ明日の試合に臨みたいなっていうふうに思います。
We'll get to the comments of both coaches as we take a look at the lineup of the San NEOPHOENIX. Well, talking about some more performers from yesterday's affair. Waki had a tremendous game. That's Masahiro Waki, number 18. He had 15 points. He also contributed 6 assists. Jack Cooley would finish in double digits with 11 points, also getting 5 rebounds. Those 5 rebounds, though, are a low for him. Alex Kirk finishing with a double-double with 15 points and 12 boards. Alex Kirk today will be coming off the bench. He was a starter yesterday. On your screens right now, the veteran. That is Shinsuke Kashiwagi, the 42-year-old who will be retiring at the end of this season. He'd like to be able to retire with a championship. Can he get one? We'll find out as we take a look now at the lineup of Dai Okitani. And there you can see number 27, Whitaker. So Kenta will try to fill in the shoes of Kevi Aluma. There's Kevi. Unfortunately, you can see his ankle really swollen. No way he can go for today's ball game. They're hoping that if they're able to make it to the finals next week, he should be able to play in game number 1 of the finals. But again, they need to win here or else their season's over. Nice look there at Coach Dai Okitani. He made some tweaks to the lineup, and we're going to talk about that starting lineup in a bit. On the other side, Coach Atsushi Ono pushed the right buttons and was able to get a win for his squad. So Coach Ono a while ago said, before starting here in the championship, I had some points that our players had to do, and I told them that for them to be able to win, to be a champion this season, they will just have to play as hard as they can. That's plain and simply put. It's really all about effort. The head coach of Kitani, he said we struggled with Sanen's pressure. And by the end of the third quarter, we felt that we had the answers to the pressure. That's why in the fourth quarter, we made our run. It just wasn't enough. We ran out of time. But he said, we're not holding our head down. What we're going to do is improve on some of the points of yesterday, and today we're going to come away with a victory to tie things up at 1 win apiece. There you have the starters announced for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Now we have a fanfare welcoming the San NEOPHOENIX. And there's head coach Atsushi Ono, who you heard from a while ago. Our three officials handling game number 2. Referee Okawara, referee Kano, and referee Kitazawa. This an important game for both these squads, but obviously more importantly, a win is needed here by the Golden Kings or else their season is over. Starting lineup for both these squads. RYUKYU Golden Kings going Vic Law. They also have number 17, Shuto Sakihawa. That is actually the 19-year-old being thrust into action here. As a starting point guard, they also have number 18, Masahiro Waki, who had a tremendous game yesterday. Shota Onodera was also part of the starting lineup. And Jack Cooley rounding out the 5 for the visiting squad. On the other hand, the starters for the San NEOPHOENIX, no changes. They've got Maten, Yoshii, Nemoto, Dudzinski, and Sasaki. So it's going to be the youngster, 22-year-old Nemoto up against an even younger Sakihama. Wow. They're going to be growing up right before our very eyes here in game number 2. We are all set to go for game number 2. A welcome sight for the NEOPHOENIX to have Yante Maten starting things out. And he has a heavily taped right leg. He banged knees with Jack Cooley in the second half yesterday. Onodera will take a quick 3. No. He'll track that one down though. Waki will take a jumper. Will come up short as well. Jack Cooley trying to battle for it. No. They're doing a really good job against Jack Cooley, especially in the first half. But in the second half, that's where his strength and rebounding prowess came to the forefront. Here's Vic Law inside for 2. First basket to the Golden Kings. Yesterday, the first basket was a 3 for the San NEOPHOENIX. Sasaki goes to the wing. Yoshii for 3. Yes! It's a 1-point lead now here for San N at 3-2. Yoshii picking up where he left off yesterday, playing tremendous defense, and by virtue of being one of their top 3-and-D players, knocks down that 3-pointer. And the wing once again, Onodera gets into the land of the Giants, will flip it up. Jack Cooley trying to battle for it, and he's going to have another possession for his squad. With Yoshii there, trying to box him out initially. Look at this, a quick change. And Yante Maten, well, he started out the ball game, but you can see he's hobbling to the bench, and he's not going to be able to go. That is not a good sign for the NEOPHOENIX. So he just started, I think, really to give inspiration more than anything else. Shades of what they do in the NBA. We start out the ball game, and you can see immediately replaced at the first dead ball situation. So the chances of Yante Maten making it back into this ball game looks dim. Let's check on Sota Ora if he's going to be fielded in. But right now, a big chance here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, and especially Jack Cooley. Dudzinski was exceptional yesterday, but you can just see the size discrepancy of Dudzinski and Cooley. Nice hands there by David. Ooh, Two players bumping into each other. Dudzinski slamming into Yoshii. And then the pass went awry. Watch it here. He got the stop. Boom, the bump. The pass to the legs of Sasaki. Possession once again. It's at 14 seconds though. The flip, no. There's Jack Cooley. Again, not able to get an offensive rebound. Job well done by Dudzinski. Can he sustain that effort? That is the big question. They weren't able to sustain that effort in the second half yesterday. Sasaki gets fouled. Onodera with his leech-like defense. Stuck a little bit too close, drew some blood. Figuratively, of course. And quickly, the youngster, Shuto, replaced. Here comes Tatsuya Ito. I actually expected Ito to start here because he is a veteran. He was plagued by foul trouble though yesterday. Turnover. And it looks like this time it's Sasaki with the injury. Oh no. And it was a non-contact injury. Quickly holding on to his Achilles. Probably shades of what happened to Jason Tatum in the NBA playoffs. He's gonna hobble off. Didn't look like he twisted his ankle. Again, really hard to speculate. Let's see what we get. There's Sotaora. That's a good sign here for the San NEOPHOENIX. He is able to go. But Sasaki's a big loss. Matten's a big loss. Vic Law puts up a three. That rattles out. Long rebound goes to David. Dudzinski, that is. There are two Davids here on the floor for the NEOPHOENIX. There's the other David, Enwaba. David to David. And foul's going to be called there on Waki. Waki felt he got all ball. Hard to tell from that angle, but nonetheless, foul got called on Waki. His first. A lot of developments already here, and we haven't even had 3 minutes of play. Yoshii with the jumper. He's gonna hit his second three. That's gonna extend their lead. Yoshii there with all the points of Sanin, who now lead by 4. Jack Cooley trying to make his move. A couple of moves, yes, and a basket and one. Once he gets that ball inside, really very difficult for David Dudzinski to stop him. He's wide, he's powerful, and he's fleet-footed. Watch this. Couple of moves there. They were calling for a travel, but it looks like he didn't move his pivot foot, which was the left foot there. First personal foul going to be called on Dai Nemoto. Dudzinski talking to the referees there, not liking that call. But it's going to stick. Jack Cooley looking to complete a three-point play. And you got the jeers from the fans. Long rebound goes to Cooley again. That's going to be another foul on David Dudzinski. That's going to be number 2. Look at this long rebound. Goes right back to the shooter in Jack Cooley. They say just the first personal foul on David. That will be second team foul for the San NEOPHOENIX. Trying to go inside, the pass, awry. Ito apologizes, saying it's a little bit too close. A lot of times, if you want to throw it into the tall trees, you lob it in there. Don't ask them to come down and get it. Turnover once again here for the visiting squad. It's turnover number 2. 2 turnovers as well for the NEOPHOENIX early here in this ball game. They're up by 2. The youngster misfires. Good shot though from Dai. He was open. Viclo against Nwaba. Give and go. Rocky, a little bit too deep inside. Onodera will come up with a foul. Obviously, Sanen will be asking for an unsportsmanlike foul, but that was just a good, hard playoff foul. They might say he was not making a play for the ball, but there's going to be no review. This is the playoffs. You've got to be tough. That is, though, the third team foul here for the Golden Kings. Kazuma Tsuya will check in for the first time here. He gave them some quality minutes yesterday, especially on the defensive end. Got a couple of boards. Wow. But the biggest concern here for the San NEOPHOENIX, number 1, is it doesn't really look like Yante Matin can go. He started his ball game just for inspiration. But an even bigger loss is Ryusei Sasaki, who went down with a leg injury. And Nwaba will put up a 3 and come up well short there. Good defense from Viclo. Another low-scoring affair we have here. 6-4. Still in favor of the hosts, though. Raki will bring it up himself. Playing point forward. Gets all the way inside. Cooley's got that range. He'll come up short, though. Look at Onodera. Risking life and limb just to make sure he saves that one. The ball will stay here with the Golden Kings. See, they try to go inside to Jack Cooley. Yes, they do. That's a smart play. You go inside to Jack Cooley, you've got the big advantage. When Alex Kirk is in, you pound it inside as well. We're tied at 6. Gudzinski with a floater. That'll stay down. First basket for David, and it's going to give them another 2-point lead. Here's Law trying to run. The pass a little bit too low. Will be turnover number 3 for RYUKYU. And Nwaba up against Ito. Will overshoot though. Here's Tatsuya. Trying to use his speed. Gets it inside. The flip was too strong. Obviously, Waki was very wary of the fact that Nwaba can get up there, can block his shot. Easy 2 there for Yoshii. It's back up to a 4-point lead, and Coach Dayo Kitane says, I have seen enough. Welcome back to the Hamamatsu Arena. Another tight affair we have here in game number 2 between the San NEOPHOENIX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Ito. I expect Ito to see a lot of playing time here in game number 2. Especially with the fact that they still do not have Ryuichi Kishimoto, their starting point guard. Another turnover here. That time from Vic Law. That is turnover number 4 already. And we're still here in the first period. They had 5 at the half yesterday. Ora at the controls. He's going to see majority of the minutes here for sure. High off the glass. Yes. It is now 12-6. This is the biggest lead in the ball game for either squad. That was a lethal combination, really. Sasaki and Ora. That was their 1-2 punch in the guard position. We're not quite sure on the status of Sasaki just yet. Ito to the wing, extra pass. In for the first time is Yoshiyuki Matsuwaki. They go inside once again. That's well played. They're really gonna pound the interior here. So they send in Yante Maten. Well, the big question is, how mobile is he? You can see him hobbling there. Well, they're gonna now start to go deep into their guard lineup. As Morihisa Yamauchi, who actually is a veteran, he's very capable, but didn't see too many minutes during the regular season. Didn't play at all yesterday. Quick 3, not gonna work there for Arakawa. He had a 3 yesterday. Not to mention he had 4 assists. Sanendo in the penalty. And Waba left open for this 3. Drains that one. It's 15-6. Boy, things looking good here for the San NEOPHOENIX despite the fact that they're playing hobbled. Waki delivers inside. That's what he can do. Using his height, he's 6'3". Only 22 years old. So much promise for that young kid. Here's Yamauchi. Can the veteran deliver here? Looks like Nemoto's going to be sent back in to give Ora a rest. Sota. Nice pass. Yamauchi left wide open. Overshoots though. Yamauchi not seeing too much burn. That's not a good foul. You cannot foul someone in the backcourt when you're in the penalty. And Ora just realized it now. So 2 free throws coming up here for the Golden Kings. Alex Kirk is now in the ball game as well. Wow, it looks like they're going to try to pound it inside even more with Alex Kirk there. Kirk is actually the only 7-footer in this ball game from both squads. That's Taira checking in. Shogo Taira, number 47. He also saw some playing time yesterday. Free throw will cut that lead. That's going to cut it even further. Lead now is down to just 5. 2.5 remaining in the opening period. Taira. Gonna pressure Yamauchi. He gets away from the pressure. We mentioned Yamauchi has been there, done that. Tsuya misfires there. You can see Yante Maten going up there half-heartedly. Vic Law almost lost it, eventually did. And look at Maten, just struggling to get down court. Trying to set the pick, but he's not mobile at all. They might rather go with Atsuya Ota, the 40-year-old veteran. back. Tracked down there by the NEOPHOENIX. Here's Enwaba. Spinning. And missing though. Alex Kirk grabs that rebound. Using his entire 7-foot frame. And they're on the run. That's an easy basket there for RYUKYU. Because the lead down to 3 and the San NEOPHOENIX feel that the RYUKYU Golden Kings are now building some momentum. Hence, this timeout. We've got a great one on our hands. Game number 2 between the San NEOPHOENIX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Just 3 points separating these two squads. It was once a 9-point lead by San Nen at 15-6. But a 6-0 blast put together here by the visiting squad has cut it to just a single possession. Nika Williams in for the first time. He played so well yesterday for his squad. His contributions greatly helped their squad in game number 1. Open 3, short there. That's a big challenge here for Dai Nimoto. They're leaving him open. 3-pointer will not drop. It's touched last by RYUKYU. Ooh, they're gonna say it's ball for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. And Nwaba doesn't agree. Let's watch it here. Well, that might have gone off. San Nen player. Inside Jack Cooley. Trying to carve out space. Gets denied. And Nwaba was all over that play. But Taira for 3. Short. That's a big rebound there from Nika Williams. Up against 2 behemoths. He comes out on top. Yoshi will try to take advantage of this mismatch against Taira. And Nwaba will bring it closer. That was good defense there from Alex Kirk. Just went straight up. Taira in the open court will wait for his teammates. That's a foul there from Nika Williams. That's a poor foul because Alex Kirk will at the line for 2 shots once again. With over 4 minutes to go, the San NEOPHOENIX were already in the penalty. That will be the first personal foul on Williams. Looks like the Ante-Maten will be going to the bench together with Kazuma Tsuya. No, he stays in. Trying to make an appeal there to the referee. Well, he's going to need all the help he can possibly get because of the fact that he is not at 100%. Looks like, if you ask me, operating at maybe 60. That's at the most. Alex Kirk, just a few free throws yesterday, which might have been able to give them the victory, but here makes the first. You can see Coach Dayo Kitani, calm and composed. He knows that he's got the veteran squad. Second will drop. down to 1. 5-second difference from the game clock and the shot clock. The Golden Kings have a foul to give. Let's see if they use it. Taira trying to stay in step. Sotaora, quick 3. Trigger's not going to work. That should stay here with the NEOPHOENIX. That was touched last by Alex Kirk. So they're gonna have the final say. Again, the Golden Kings do have 1 foul. Let's see if they opt to use it. Matten out. They want mobile players here that can score. That's why Inwaba's back. Taira will be called for a foul. He'll gladly give that one up. He's smiling. He knew he did his job. And here comes Vic Law. That's a great substitution here from Coach Dayo Kitani. Now they're going to play straight up defense. Dudzinski, deep 3! Well, he was free. Capable of that one. Taira. With a launch, which isn't going to drop. First quarter of game number 2 in the books. And San NEOPHOENIX hanging tough as they lead 15-14. Trying to open the second quarter with a 3. There's Dudzinski. A little bit too strong. We go inside. Nika Williams challenging. No. Again, that's great defense there from Alex Kirk. Just jumping straight up. Verticality, he says. Now they'll try to pound it inside, which is a good strategy. That's where they have the advantage. Waki kisses it off the glass. And the lead has now switched over. That's actually Matsuwaki. San NEOPHOENIX have got to be very careful. This is where they can take advantage of the speed of Enwaba. He starts up high. Let's see what transpired after. A little shove there from Vic Law. And Nika Williams says, try to challenge that one. Unsportsmanlike foul. And again, the referees are saying, guys, this is the playoffs. If you've had to play tough during the regular season, you've got to be tougher today. It's 17-all. Well, making that free throw is going to give the lead right back to the NEOPHOENIX. Alex Kirk playing point center. Almost got his pockets picked there by Ora. Alex Kirk will bring it closer. With a sidestepping move, that might be an offensive foul. It is. They didn't need to do that. Jack Cooley actually just had to stand his ground. As you can see, he shoved a little bit. There was a push. Gonna argue his case, but you might have to take that to a higher court. Botched opportunity once again. Another turnover here for the Golden Kings. That is turnover number 6. Yamauchi still in the ball game. So it doesn't look like Sasaki will be able to come back. Yamauchi's got to start looking for his shot as well. And Nwaba with a floater. Yes! It's back up to a 3-point lead at 20-17. Alex Kirk got hit in the abdomen and went down. Ooh, there it was. That can knock the wind out of you, even if it's not that hard. And let's see. That's going to be the first personal foul going to be called on Nwaba. And they're going to take a look at this one. They're going to check to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Here it is once again. Ooh, there was some pressure as well. A lot of times, players will just put their arm there just to gauge the distance. That one looked like there was a little bit of pressure and then some. Depends now on how the referees deem this one. And Nwaba saying, I didn't hit you that hard. But again, actually, if you've been hit in that area before, you'll understand it doesn't take much. Alex Kirk still holding on to that area. And here is the judgment. Just a regular foul. And Nwaba there still with a frown on his face. But the foul stays. A lot of color developing here now. That's what happens in a series. Strong foul there from the back from Nika Williams. Remember, he got shoved by Vic Law a while ago. That's a little bit of payback there. Watch it here. He made sure he gave him a shove. Second personal foul on Nika Williams. Nika Williams, another one of those players that needs to stay on the floor for his team, especially since there is no Yante Matin. Yante Matin is being utilized, but again, at most, 60%. Dudzinski back. But again, you can see they have to double team him just so he doesn't get the offensive rebound. He gets inside. Ooh, it's a good thing for them that Vic Law made that free throw. 2019's our tally. Low scoring affair. We're already here in quarter number 2. Another missed opportunity there for the San NEOPHOENIX. Taira to Law. They get it inside. Jack Cooley delivers. Nobody on the side of the Sana NEOPHOENIX, except for Yante Maten, can really match up with Jack Cool inside, and Maten is not at 100%. And Waba short there. Second opportunity. No look pass inside. Dudzinski. That's a great cut. That's a lost art nowadays, moving without the basketball. Dudzinski. Watch it here. Sets the pick. Slips through. Ora found him. And on the line now to complete a three-point play. That's basic basketball. Lead back to the Sana NEOPHOENIX. First personal foul going to be called on Matsuwaki. Dudzinski connects on the free throw. 23-21 is our tally. Taira's at the point. And not Ito. Which is very surprising. But Taira is a solid player. Not as much of a veteran though. Alex Kirk inside, delivers. Once he gets in that shaded area, you count it 90% of the time. And as we expected, Atsuya Ota, who was unavailable yesterday, now being utilized. He's 6'9". He's a veteran of many international wars. But again, Alex Kirk is just too talented for him. Yante Maten at 6'7", really their best matchup. Dudzinski is 6'9", but not as wide. Kirk delivers, and it's now a 1-point lead. You can see them starting to smile because you know that they're starting to flex their muscles inside. Foul's going to be called on Taira. Not a good foul, because that is going to put the Golden Kings in the penalty early. You want some pressure, but no fouls. There's confirmation. 7:07 still to be played. And the Golden Kings in the penalty. The NEOPHOENIX made a living from the free throw line yesterday, getting 20 points. That's huge in a very close affair. Yoshii back. Yoshii will go to Dudzinski. David with a spin. Fall away? No. Extra attempt there off the rebound from Atsuya. Foul's going to be called on Law. That's 2 free throws for you. The Sana NEOPHOENIX again. And Waba just so fleet-footed. Look at Ota grabbing that rebound, doing the best he can. Gets his squad another possession. The foul's not going to be called on Law. They're going to say it's on Matsuwaki, his second. We could have a very long second period here because the Sana NEOPHOENIX already with 3 team fouls. One more and both will be in the bonus. 1-point lead now for the hosts and 10 points already. Yante Maten in the first half also had 20 in game number 1. Here comes Onodera. Always a starter here for Coach Dai, together with Kishimoto. But Kishimoto is out with an injury. That foul is going to be called on Imoto, and that is also going to put the NEOPHOENIX in the penalty. And he had no choice really. At that stage, you wait for your help defense, because there's no way you can stop him anyhow. Foul's going to be called on Enwa, but that's number 2. That's dangerous. If he picks up a third, he's going to be shackled. Again, you can see the game plan is clear for the Golden Kings. We're going inside. We're going to attack the interior. We're going to attack the world imports, especially since Yantematen is hobbled. $25 apiece. There's Nemoto. Already playing in the semifinals at the tender age of 22. Going to try to look for an offensive rebound once again, and Nwaba grabs that one. Another one of those man rebounds from David. We're tied at 25. Our second deadlock. Yoshii sets, puts up a three. That rims out. A lot of the threes came all so close, just not dropping. A few times for Dudzinski, that time for Yoshii. What you hear? Just missing. Alex Kirk not able to grab that rebound. But again, you can see just no chance for an offensive board for the boys in red. Trying to get inside Nemoto. Brings it back out. Nemoto tries the three, no. Cooley clears. Their offense is now hampered, and they're allowing Nemoto to take those shots. Steal here. Poor pass from Law. We talked about Nwaba being a super athlete, showing it there once again. Nemoto forced to take this one. Rims out. All those open shots are by design. The Golden Kings saying, let us get beaten by the youngster, not by the veterans. Not by Nwaba. Vic Law for three. Bang! This is now the biggest lead in the ball game for the Golden Kings at 28-25. Matin reinserted. That's a tall front line with Atsuya Ota. Problem is, not as explosive. Nwaba stepping on the baseline. Turnover here. Turnover number 3 for Sanen. That's going to bring us here to final 5 minutes here of quarter number 2. Another great matchup we're witnessing here. We have a Matsu Arena. Jack Cooley with the handoff to Onodera. We go inside. Jack Cooley, too easy. Again, little misdirection on the right side. Jack Cooley is open on the left. It is now a 5-point game at 30-25. Ooh, that's an offensive foul from Sotaora. Will they review this one? That looked a little excessive. Second personal foul on Sota. He's got to be careful. He is doubly important today because it doesn't look like Ryusei Sasaki will be able to go. No review there. That's a poor foul. Kazuma not realizing the fact that both teams are in the penalty. These are easy 2 shots. That's his second personal as well. Things are going from bad to worse here. And you're going to send somebody like Waki, who has been struggling from the field. He had a tremendous game yesterday. And now you're going to give him 2 free throws that just could jumpstart his afternoon. Nika Williams in, together with Nwaba. That's a good substitution from Coach Ono. You go with your main men right now, especially with the lead. That's 6 for your opponents. As they say, you ride them till they die. Because if they lose game number 2 with a hobbled Yante Maten without Ryusei Sasaki, that game number 3 might be a romp. It is now a 7-point affair. Nico Williams hands it over. On the outside, Sota. They blitz him. Kudzinski. That's your setup. Poor pass. That was telegraphed. And here comes Waki. That's what we were talking about. You get him started. You can see him just running downhill off that attack. How do you stop him? 6'3". Watch this. Starts off with good defense. And Waki will bring it all the way. The lead is now 9 for the Golden Kings. That's a great reply here from Nwaba. They need to be able to score. They need to be able to come closer. They look for Kirk. You can't dribble. Not inside that paint. Not with all those hands around. Another turnover. Turnover number 8 for the Golden Kings. But they're still in ahead. 36-27. Yoshi puts up a 3. No. And a loose ball foul will be called. That was big. Yoshii knew it. And again, it's one of those, another one of those threes that was so close. Nika Williams with a little tug. That's 2 free throws once again for Alex Kirk. And that's 3 personal fouls. Trying to bring it back to an 11-point deficit. Kirk misses a free throw there. The Golden Kings have so far missed 3. That's the first miss of Alex. He missed a couple yesterday. Second on the way. There's another miss. That's great boxing out though. Jack Cooley did not get the opportunity. An offensive rebound. Sota Ora hits the deck, but 2 free throws coming up here for Sota. This guy just goes all out. 110% every single time. That's why he's a fan favorite. Second personal foul going to be called on Waki. He will be lifted for the time being. And a timeout will be called here by the San NEOPHOENIX. Two minutes, 16 seconds before the halftime break. Ora cans the second. Cuts the deficit down to 8. (36-28) is our tally. Big Law looking for space. 3 put up, and it's gonna drop for Matsuwaki. That's his specialty. (39-28). Piercing inside. Sota Ora once again. Getting away for 2. Quick release though. Was Matsuwaki. He answers the 2 of Ora. Back up to an 11-point lead for the Golden Kings. Under a minute and a half. The pass deflected. Jack Cooley with his second interception today. Vic Law, deep 3. Boy, he was looking for the knockout punch right here, right now. Again, failing to remember that that your opponents are in the penalty. Viclo almost lost it. Does. Steal from Inwaba. They look inside. David has to carve out space and scores. Leads down to 9. 14 points now in the contest for Inwaba. He's trying to do it all for his squad. He has to. There is no Yantem Maten. And quite possibly Ryusei Sasaki. That's easily 20 points. Between those two individuals, Vic Law will bring it inside. That's what he needs to do. He's got 12 markers. Final 17 seconds of the first half. Neither team with a foul to give. And Ora will go for the final shot. Goes to the wing. Open three, yes! Finally, Nemoto rings the bell. They're leaving him open, and he's got to make the defense pay like he did there. Strong finish by the San and NEOPHOENIX here to end the second period. Watch it once again. They will give him that shot, and that time he drained it. 1 out of 4 from three-point country. That one was big. 2 quarters are done here at the Hamamatsu Arena. And the Golden Kings showing the way here in game number 2.
レストクルーリーグクォーターファイナル2024-25藤代建設プレゼンツサンエフェクスホーキングサンエフェクス対琉球ゴールデンキングスゲーム2本日のハーフタイムはこちらのですねフードバンク増幅式を行いますこちらのですね藤代建設プレゼンツハーフタイムキックアップとしまして藤代建設株式会社様に NPO 法人東三河フードバンク様へ日々の目標の装置を行います
それでは本日のゲストをお呼びしましょう。藤代建設株式会社代表取締役藤代忠明様です。どうぞ拍手でお迎えください。それではここから影地バトンタッチします。影地よろしくお願いします。
はい、皆さんこんにちは、影地でございます。まずはですね、東三河フードバンク様についてご紹介をさせていただきます。東三河フードバンク様は東三河地域内でまだ食べられるのに捨てられてしまう商品を集めて地域の子ども食堂や福祉施設生活に困っている方々にお届けする活動をしている NPO 法人でございます。もったいないはありがとうを2を合言葉に東三河の地域のつながりを大切にしながら食品ロスの削減と支援の輪を広げているところでございます。今日はですね、本日の入場者数に対して1人当たり50円を藤代建設様から東三河フードバンク様へご寄付いただく運びとなりました。ただしですね、現時点では入場者数の集計ができていないため、この場ではですね、目録のお渡しとさせていただきます。 それではですね、今回の取り組みのきっかけや思いについて、藤代建設の藤代様からお話をいただきたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。
改めましてこんにちは、藤代建設の藤代でございます。本日はですね、最初お配りした冊子の通りですね、なかなか準備がなかなかままならず、今回は、東三河フードバンクさんの方に、本日ご来場の皆様のお一人、50円をですね、どうにか地域の子どもたち、またなかなか生活に、困られている方に、ご寄付をさせていただきたいというふうに思いました。なかなか本当に準備がままならん状態で、今回冠試合をさせていただきたいものですから、今回ですね、そういうような意味で、させていただきたいというふうに思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
藤代様、ありがとうございます。それではここで目録の贈呈を行います。藤代様、片桐様、コート中央へお願いいたします。それでは目録の贈呈よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。それでは目録持っていただいて1枚写真を撮りましょうかね。はい、ありがとうございました。それでは目録を受け取られました東三河フードバンク片桐様よりご挨拶をいただきたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。
ただいまご紹介いただきました東三河フードバンクの片桐と申します。本日はスポンサーの藤代建設様、本当にありがとうございました。そしてこの会場いっぱいのファンの皆様の温かいご支援、本当にありがとうございます。大変、この世の中でも、豊かな世の中でも困っている方が本当にたくさんおられます。そういう方々に皆様の温かいご支援を必ず届けます。喜んでくれると思います。本当に今日はありがとうございました。
片桐様、ありがとうございます。
どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。それでは改めまして東三河フードバンク片桐副理事長、藤代建設藤代様、本当にありがとうございました。この後の後半戦も皆さんと一緒に応援よろしくお願いいたします。それでは皆さんどうぞ温かい拍手でお送りください。ありがとうございました。
以上、藤代建設プレゼンツハーフタイム企画東三河フードバンク寄付金増大請求でした。
求められるインフラは時代で変わる。求められるインフラは地域で変わる。本当に必要なインフラを提供し続けたい。その道のりは険しく果てしない。それでも私たちは地域の未来へパスをつなぎたい。
バスケットボールリーグ B.LEAGUE、B1、B2、B3 全試合見られるのはバスケットライブだけ。アリーナに行けなくてもいつでもどこでもバスケ観戦。そこがあなたのアリーナだ。月額たったの550円。シーズン通して見るなら2ヶ月分もお得な年額プラン。今すぐダウンロード。
道を作る、建物を建てる、街を輝かせる。藤代はなくてはならないものを作る、なくてはならない人がいる。
OSG は世界品質の製品を提供し続ける新興のブランドとしてものづくり産業を
6番大村壮太が入ります。
Trying to quicken the pace here. As you can see, the Golden Kings, especially in quarter number 2. And that worked out well for their squad. And then, from the outside, they started to connect as well. Matsuwaki actually hit 2 threes. That opened the floodgates. Nice floater there for Nwaba. And then again, they just continue to pound it inside, and it worked. Vic Law would eventually finish the first half with 12 points. Matsuwaki would have 8. And Jack Cooley, look at these numbers. These are the numbers you expect from him. 8 points, 5 rebounds. Ludzinski will try to go inside. There was a steal. Jack Cooley, that was the first of his 2 interceptions. And then Wacky delivers a strong finish on the break. To the delight of Coach Dayo Kitani. This one is big though. They needed that shot from Nemoto. They need his confidence to be at an all-time high. They're letting him shoot. So he's got to make those baskets. As we take a look at the numbers here, after 2 periods of play, 43 for the Golden Kings, 35 for the San NEOPHOENIX, and shooting exceptionally well from 2. As expected are the Golden Kings at 60%. Not bad. 52% here for the San NEOPHOENIX. But here is where the big difference lies. The NEOPHOENIX had so many threes in yesterday's affair. Today, just 4 and shooting only 21%. They shot above 35% in game number 1. And that's the number at where the Golden Kings are at this stage, helped out by the 2 threes of Matsuwaki. Sanen with 7 turnovers, 9 for the Golden Kings. But look at this, 24 and 16. Those are the points in the paint. And again, that's expected. Trying to look at the second chance points numbers. Not that big. 7 for the San NEOPHOENIX. Just 4 for the Golden Kings. More pertinent stats. Rebounding. Always the advantage to the Golden Kings. They have 23 boards. Only 17 rebounds for San N. That's definitely because there has been no Yante Maten. Yes, he's played. Yes, he started. He was actually there doing the jump ball, but He has been in and out of the lineup, and you can see at most, even if you ask me, possibly even 50% here for Yante Maten. Assists, not too many for both squads. 6 for the NEOPHOENIX and 7 for the Golden Kings. Key player matchup. And Waba, so far with 14 points, he's carrying the scoring load for his squad. He has to. On the other hand, you can see Alex Kirk saying, I'm just going to do what's expected of me. I'm staying in my own little circle. My 5 points, 3 rebounds are more than enough to help out my squad. Scoring numbers, Nwaba with 14, as you can see there on your screens. Yoshii contributing 8 and 5 for Sota Ora. For the Golden Kings, they're led by the 12 points of Viklo Matsuwaki with 8 and also 8 for Jack Cooley. Foul trouble, this is big. Nika Williams has to stay on the floor because there is no Yante Maten. He's got 3 personal fouls already. 2 as well for David and Nwaba. There's Nika Williams. Right beside him, Yante Maten, just playing cheerleader. I know you want to play him because he's a veteran, but at the same time, at 50%, he might just be a liability, especially on defense. Not to mention the fact that he can't help out offensively as well. A while ago, he got an offensive rebound, and he went up really soft. Second half underway here. 8-point lead enjoyed by the visitors. Looking to force a game number 3. That'll happen Monday. And look inside. That's great defense from Sota Ora. Sota trying to rush down court. Flips it up. No. David Nwaba was able to get that, but tries to save it. A little bit too strong, goes out. Now chance of defense from the fans here at the Yamamatsu Arena. It's Taira at the point. I would have thought they're going to start out with Ito. Viklo inside, kisses it off the glass. 3-point play opportunity here for Viklo. And a foul will be called on Yoshii. 14 points now in the contest for Viklo. Yoshii tried to stay in step. Well, Viklo did initiate the contact. Watch it here. But not establishing position was Yoshii. That's his first personal foul. And bring the lead back up to 11. It's there. Matching the biggest lead they had. That was a 36-25. Dudzinski will misfire on that slam dunk. And the Golden Kings trying to run. Looking for some early offense. Waki up against Yoshii. Taira will launch a 3. Come up short. But again, Jack Cooley. This is where he comes on strong in the second half. He's got 10 points, and the lead is now 13. Nice inside incursion there by Nwaba. He's got 16 points, but he needs to do a whole lot more. He's got to do all the heavy lifting. Taira gets away from the defense. They're going to give him that shot. Not wanting to take it. Now he will. He'll overshoot. And again, Jack Cooley with the offensive rebound. Dudzinski not happy about that call, but you can see Jack Cooley got the inside track. That's going to be foul number 3. No, foul number 2 on Dudzinski. He's going to hit the bench. And now they're going to go with Yante Maten. Again, you got to give it to this individual. That is a turnover. Onodera, not realizing that Big Law wasn't ready. Big Law said, that was my bad. I was looking the other way. Chance now for the NEOPHOENIX to come closer after that turnover. That was turnover number 11. Inbound will be at the front court. We're going to give them 14 seconds in the shot clock. Nwaba. Trying to do it all by his lonesome. Picks up his dribble. Had to give it up. Maten just setting picks, really. Up and under move. And Nwaba really trying to do everything. Almost got that offensive rebound. But again, you can see the movement of Yante. That's him on your screens. Just can't really go. Gets it. He can take a jumper from there. You can see no explosion going towards the basket. Sotaora will hit. He now has a total of 7. But his team still trailing by 9. RYUKYU thinking about it. RYUKYU will lose it. Cooley will pick it up though. And he gets 2. Look at the strength of Jack Cooley once again inside. That shaded area belongs to him. And Nwaba to the wing. Open 3. Bang. That's the second 3 for Nemoto. They're setting him up. And he's come up with 2 big 3s. Actually, he's hit 2 straight. Missed his first 3. Cooley not wanting to challenge. Looking for the higher percentage shot. That was clearly tipped. Definitely going for the higher percentage shots as well. Especially with Yante Maten getting the defensive chores on Jack Cooley. That's a quick basket there. Tatsuya Ito just checked in. Hits his first bucket. But again, you can see Yante Maten just can't plant. He's trying to battle inside and fell. Leads back up to 10. In command of this ball game, definitely are the Golden Kings. And Nwaba tries to challenge, will come up short. Cooley's going to pick up foul number 2. Well, he went into the body a little bit of Nwaba. Hence the foul. He didn't go straight up. He'll see that on the replay when he checks it tomorrow. And you can see him there celebrating that miss from David Nwaba. Boy, pictures of Kishimoto there to try to distract Nwaba. Nwaba will make the second. Now with 17 markers. And Nwaba might have to go the entire second half. Kazuma Tsuya back in. He played 3 minutes in the first half. Ito now at the controls. Vic Law with the flip, no. And a foul is going to be called there off the push. That's all Yante Maten can do, really. Another possession for the Golden Kings. First personal foul on Yamauchi though. That's 3 team fouls now for Sanen. Ito inside. He'll get the layup. He's got 4 points. All 4 of them here in the third canto. Ora to Yamauchi. Tsuya. Tsuya again. Quick 3 short. That is where Ito can help out. So quick to the ball. Almost a steal. And they're going to lose it. Waki a little bit out of control. Asking for a foul. And again, as we said in the first period, you've got to be tougher. Good line though on that shot from Tsuya. They're going to need to get some points from their locals. Kitani is happy. His squad is up by 11. And knowing that Yante Maten is not available, it could be an easy game number 3 tomorrow. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves first. San NEOPHOENIX say we could still win this one. 3 gonna drop there for Tsuya. First contribution for the afternoon for Kazuma. And the lead's back down to 8. Kazuma is very capable. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Kirk goes to Law. Law for 3. Back rims that one. Sota quickly down to the front court. He'll try to challenge. That looked like it was partially blocked, and then all of a sudden Ora had to throw it to Yamauchi, who went out of bounds. Here it is once again. He was wary of the last line of defense there, which is Alex Kirk. To the San NEOPHOENIX in the penalty. So 5 minutes remaining. Ito from the outside, no. Skying rebound once again by Enwaba. Enwaba tries to go inside, kicks it out to Yamauchi. They'll reset. 3, no. Matsuaki with the board. Onodera's down. And he's hurt. Holding on to his shoulder. Ooh. They might review that one. If they do. And there's the review. Rightly so. That might be an unsportsmanlike foul. Wow. David Nwaba just lost his head there. That's definitely an unsportsmanlike foul. At least initially looking at it. Well, the referees will take a look at it at various angles just to be able to make sure, but it looked like there was enough of wind up there. And that wasn't really a basketball play. Watch it here. Ouch. Again, sticking out his elbow. He got Alex Kirk there with his first personal foul. Hitting Kirk in the gut. Knocked Kirk down. Naba's got to be very careful here, but that looks like an unsportsmanlike foul. Ooh! That is very surprising. And over there you can see a little bit hot under the collar. Arakawa will check in place of Shota Onodera. The Golden Kings up by 8. Trying to annex another title here this season. They're down 1-0 in the series. Ito throws it up short. Here comes Nwaba. He'll get it back. Chuya back to David. Looking for a running start. We'll give it up. And Arakawa will be called for a foul here. That's 3 free throws for Kazuma. That's huge. That'll quickly get them back in the ball game. Arakawa called for his first personal foul as Chuya misses on the first. He's got 2 more coming. Yante Matin helplessly looking at the bench. Second will go down. 1 more coming up for Kazuma. Under 4 minutes to be played here in the third. They're still within earshot. They still have a chance here, despite the fact that they're down by 7. But they do have a depleted lineup. So as you mentioned, the locals have now got to help contribute. Ito will bring it down. Arakama. They're trying to look inside. They should be going inside. Jakuni gets denied though. Oh, a hard foul, big collision there. Arakawa and Nwaba. Nwaba holding on to his arm. This is a big collision. First of all, a good block there from the back from Dudzinski. That was a big collision. And then they're going to take a look at this one. Well, he went in the way of the dribbler, who was Nwaba. You can make the case that he didn't go for the ball, but again, just staying in the way, that looks like a good playoff foul. And that's what it's called. Second personal foul on Arakawa. Hayate has been shuffled in and out of the lineup. He helped out with a big 3 yesterday, late in the game, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to give his squad the victory. This probably would be their most potent lineup import-wise. She's got their naturalized import and Alex Kirk in together with Cooley and Vic Law. Turnover here for the youngster Nemoto. That is turnover number 9 for the NEOPHOENIX. So they're gonna say it stays here with them. Long 2, not gonna work. So many players hitting the floor here. Talk about trying to box out. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the third. Dubzinski puts up a 3 short. Tap stays with Nwaba and company. Another 3. Tsuya delivers again. He has come alive here in the second half. He's got a total of 8 points. And the lead is down to 3. Coach Dai says, enough is enough. Getting away inside, Alex Kirk. That's what you want to see coming off a timeout. Perfect execution. That extends the lead once again. Back up to 5. Mika Williams will be fouled. Again, making an impact here is Nika. That's why he's got to stay on the floor. He's 37 years old, but remember, he is 6'8". Matsuaki thought it was a clean swipe, but they are out of challenges. The 2 free throws now coming up here. Both teams in the penalty here in the third. Nika Williams long on the first. That is the 3rd free throw missed here in the 3rd quarter alone. That's their 4th overall. Williams converts on the second. That's his first point. Arakawa at the point here. Up against Ora. So definitely Sasaki's out. That's a big loss. Sasaki is actually the league leader in terms of assists. Matsuaki, no. Again, Jack Cooley tries to flip it up. No. And a chance for the NEOPHOENIX to come even closer. Now we'll bring it back out. A lot of time still under shot clock. They go to Nwaba. Nwaba skies, gets denied there. Nika Williams denied again. 2 blocks here from Alex Kirk. Height is might. Here's the first block. Boom. Second one. Bam. Shot clock's at 5. Sota Ora. That hits the glass. Biclo will clear. Approaching the 1 minute mark of the third. They get it to Kirk. Kirk inside will misfire from point blank range. Ora will walk it down. Gets it to Dudzinski. Dudzinski has not yet found his range from the outside, only with 5 points today. And Nwaba. And a foul's going to be called. Wow, that's going to be on Williams. That's going to hurt. That'll be number 4. And he sets the pick there. We're going to rest Nika here, but maybe expect him to start in the final quarter. Under a minute remaining in the third canto. Matsuaki will bring it closer. Free from 14 feet, book it. He's got 10 points. And the lead is back up to 6. And there's Yante trying to give it a go. You've got to give it to him. For doing everything he possibly can. But there's just no way he can really compete with the big boys with just one leg. (58-52). Sota Ora with the flip. And a foul's going to be called on Jack Cooley. That's a smart move from Sota. Cooley will pick up number 3 here. That's critical. Sana NEOPHOENIX hanging tough. We got a 50% Yante Maten. No Ryusei Sasaki after leaving this game in the early part of the first period. On the other hand, the Golden Kings do not have Ryuichi Kishimoto. He's been out of the playoffs so far here this season, and they lost Kevi Aluma in their last game. So both these teams really having to battle through it. Facing so much adversity. Leads cut down to 4. Shota Onodera will come back. That's a good challenge. I say it's a good challenge because right now, Coach Ono saw that that was touched. It was definitely touched. So that should count for 2 points, not just 1 as a free throw. Can you review that one though? I think you should, and I think you can. They'll review it. Because it was touched. Watch it here. This was clear. They try to tap it out. And the moment you have interference like that, that should be 2 points. And they say no. They did not grant the replay. That could be huge. They lost 1 point there. Difference of 5 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. Low inside, flips it up and through. He's got 17 markers. Yoshii hits! That's huge! Beating the buzzer. That will bring his team to within 3 here. That cuts the deficit in half. Watch it here. No question about it. First, the shot. The lead's at 6. Yoshii, understanding time, puts it up over the outstretched arms of Matsuwaki. Got enough elevation, knocks it down. And as we head into the 4th and final period, just a 3-point lead by the Golden Kings. $60-57 is our tally here. Looking to tie things up. San NEOPHOENIX. Yoshii with a flip. No. I would have cut it down to 1. Diklo. Let's see if he tries to be extra aggressive here. Yes, he is. Up and under move. 19 points now for Diklo. And the lead is back up to 5. It's winning time here. This could be the final quarter for the Golden Kings. And Nwaba, no. Diklo trying to be patient here. Up against Sota. Might want to try to bring this one closer. Extra pass. Wacky kisses it off the glass. He's in double digits. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter. The RYUKYU Golden Kings trying to stay alive here in the playoffs. With a win here today, there is going to be a game number 3 at 6 in the evening tomorrow. Matin scores! Well, they're again leaving him alone on purpose. But you can't leave him that wide open. And in the shaded area at that. The Golden Kings now have to attack him defensively. High off the glass, RYUKYU will head to the line for 2 shots. RYUKYU starting to come alive here. That was clearly a foul. No question. On Nemoto. That's his third. No way Nemoto can stop RYUKYU. Nemoto is 5'10". RYUKYU is 6'3". Both 22-year-olds, both with a bright future here in the B-League. And both getting heavy minutes here today in a critical game number 2 in the semifinals. Trying to distract him there with the face of their mascot. A little bit too strong on that second free throw. Leads at 6 though. They go to Matin. Matin with a spin. He'll misfire, looking for a foul there from Jack Cooley. That would have been number 4 and Jack. But again, you can see just no elevation. Onadera inside, kicks it out. Stolen by Nemoto. Foul's going to be called on Lo. Nice defense put up here by Nemoto. Talk about positioning yourself well. Then the hard foul from Vic Law, his first. (65-59). Will they ask for a challenge here? They might. Looking for an unsportsmanlike foul here is Coach Ono. They're going to say he didn't go for the ball. And they might have a case. This will be a big call. If it's an unsportsmanlike foul, that's going to mean 2 free throws and ball possession. They say just a regular foul. So no unsportsmanlike foul called, to the chagrin of the fans here at the Hamamatsu Arena, except for that small section of fans for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. But you like that call from Coach Ono. It was a good challenge. Likewise, a good challenge for Coach Okitani a while ago in the first half. We still have Yante Matin on the floor, despite the fact that he's only at 50%. Set that pick. You can see, can't go hard to the bucket. Trying to set the pick here. Shot clock down to 5. Matin in and out. The tip, no. And that's going to be a foul on Yante. You got to give him credit for still trying to go, despite the fact that he's only playing with one leg. He's going to pick up his second personal there. And the lead is still at 6. RYUKYU will bring it down against Yoshii. There's so much emotion here being shown by the players. Steal for Nwaba in the open court. Are they going to review this one? That looked like a good playoff foul. Slips to the hands of Vic. There's the foul. And he got a lot of ball. Got body contact though. And they're going to review it. Again, this should be just a good, hard playoff foul. But I'm not the referee. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. Here in the fourth. Watch it once again. You can see Nwaba trying to initiate the contact. And it's an unsportsmanlike foul. That's a bit surprising if you ask me. But you can understand the point of the referees. They felt it was a little excessive. But again, you've got to take into consideration the fact that Nwaba had a lot of momentum going his way as well. Hence the way he fell after that foul. Taladera to the bench together with Vic Lo. And Nwaba with a missed free throw. That is miss number 5 for the Sana NEOPHOENIX from the free throw line this afternoon. He'll get the second one to drop though. Nwaba on the outside. They go to Yante. And Yante gets fouled there by Alex Kirk. Talk about a gladiator here. There was clearly contact on the arm. So Matten already with 2 points contributed. Might be able to add 2 free throws here. His first, no. That's a 6th miss of the NEOPHOENIX from the 15-foot line. And they're praying he gets the second one. They're still down by 5. Trying to bring it down to 4. An eternity of basketball still to be played here this afternoon. Matten converts in the second. 65-61 is our tally. Wacky. Inside, outside. Cooley sets the pick. Floater is going to come up short. Jack Cooley's there for the putback. No. Gets it once again. Looking for space. He'll get fouled. Well, both teams out of challenges. So this complaint from Yante really will just stay as that. A concern on their part. Let's see it here. So it was actually Kazuma who will be called for the foul. There it is. He thought he got all ball. But to the line is the big man for the Ryukyu Golden Kings, Jack Cooley. Cooley now with a double-double of 12 points, 10 boards. Looks like there's a discrepancy here in terms of the score. We're gonna try to work out the kinks. Officially 65-61. Coach Dai Okitani looking to force a game 3. Which again, if it does happen, we'd like to invite you as early as now, tomorrow, 6 in the evening. 2 free throws coming the way here. That was clear. That was in the act of shooting for Big Jack Cooley. Cooley makes the first. Phaser Jack as he comes up with his second free throw amidst the prayers of those fans behind their bench. $14 points now for Big Jack. $14 and $10, and more to come for sure, especially on the boards. Sotaora will go to the wing. Yoshi brings it closer. Goes to Matten. Matten up and under move. Yes! Hobbled and all. Now with 5 points. They don't want a game 3. Kirk inside. There's the double. Easy bucket there for Waki. Breakdown in defense. Waki now with 13 digits. He's back up to 6. Under 6 minutes remaining in game number 2. And here comes Vic Law. Coach Okitani looking for the knockout punch in game number 2. Deep 3. Yoshi. Yes! He's got 14 points. And again, he cuts the lead in half. Just like what he did to end the third period. Inside to Kirk. Atsuwaki tries to answer with a 3 of his own. No. Alex is there. That foul will put the San NEOPHOENIX in the penalty. Alex Kirk once again just standing there in front of the basket. Gets all of those long rebounds because of his reach and his entire 7-foot frame. 4th personal foul on Chuya. Chuya has 8 points. And all those 8 points in the second half. Here comes more reinforcements. So Chuya will be rested. Nika Williams, 4 fouls in all. Back in action together with David Dudzinski. They get it inside to Vic Law. After a brief rest, goes to Alex. Nice swing. Wacky with an easy layup. Oh! It's coughed out, but again, Jack Cooley's there for the putback. Rebound, number 11 for Big Jack. Not to mention the fact he's got 16 points. Lead back up to 5. Yoshii tries to answer with another 3. Off to the left. That would have been big as we get to our official timeout here. 4:57 remaining in game number 2. And it's 71 for RYUKYU, 66 for the NEOPHOENIX. Could this be the final 5 minutes for the Golden Kings season? Or will they fight to live another day? Game number 3 tomorrow. We'll find out. Vic Law inside, up and under move, a little bit too strong. Jack Cooley's there once again. Always at the right place at the right time. Ooh, they're gonna say a foul would be called. That's on Jack Cooley. That's number 4. Both teams now in the penalty. We might have a free throw shooting contest here. Nwaba with a big slam. That wasn't Yante Matin, that was Nwaba. Alex. Wacky. That's a smart move. Foul on Nwaba, that's number 3. Wacky with 15 points and a free throw to boot. This young kid is so talented. Talking about Masahiro Wacky. Good nose for the ball. Look at that. Knew exactly what he needed to do. Kissed it off the glass. Future star of Japanese basketball. Looking to complete the 3-point play. Rims out. Jack Cooley got knocked down by Vic Law. And Nwaba short on the putback. Nothing from Nika. It'll stay here though. Golden opportunity to score once again for Nwaba. Watch it here. That should have been a bucket. Even that one from Nika. Under 4 minutes remaining in game number 2. 5-point advantage for the visiting Golden Kings. Yoshi takes a 3 and hits. They dared him to shoot. He took it and made it. He's got 17 points. The locals delivering here as the lead of Ryukyu down to 2. Yante Maten's in the ball game. They'll go to the wing. Extra pass. Onodera with a spin. And Nwaba comes away with it. Sota in the down court. Finds Nwaba. Yoshii really look for a heat check. They'll set things up. Open 3. Tsuya. Yes! It's now a 1-point lead by the San NEOPHOENIX. Coach Okitani says, we need to talk things over. 3:07 remaining. And we now find ourselves down by a point. The San NEOPHOENIX looking to make it to the finals for the very first time with a victory here today. We are 3 minutes and 7 seconds away. Ryuichi Kishimoto can just watch. This might be the final game for the Golden Kings if they come away with a loss. Steal here. And Waba will lose it as well. They get it to Alex. How they'll set things up in the half court. Wacky. Vic Law. He had a big three earlier. There, a turnover. .235 remaining. Coach Dai now with a look of concern. He was very comfortable on that bench a while ago, especially in the third period. Ora! Big three! What a shot there from Sota. That was a brave shot. And the lead is now 4 at 77-73. They go to the wing. Onadera puts up a three. That rims out. Ora gets it past the timeline. Now with Nwaba. They're going to use some clock. But 4 points is still not a safe lead. Shot clock down to 5. They put up a prayer. Misses everything. Rocky will try to push. Almost a backcourt violation. It is. The Golden Kings are self-destructing here. I'm quite surprised why there is no Jack Cooley for Coach Okitani. They need his inside presence. If the San NEOPHOENIX are able to score here, that could be lights out. Ora tries to take matters into his own hands, will overshoot. Law will try to push. Almost lost it. Still holding on to it. Not wanting to pass the ball. And he'll get fouled there by Yante. That's 2 free throws here. Big free throws now for Vic Law. That was definitely a case of over dribbling. He got bailed out by that foul of Yante Maten. Third on Maten. Now all the focus will be on those 2 free throws of Vic Law. Trying to be a hero, makes the first. Tells the crowd, shush. He should be focused really on his next shot more than anything else, because they are still down by 3. Second coming here for Vic Law. Cleans the rim. And he's talking to the crowd there. He's got to focus on the match. He's got 21 points in total. His team still down by 2. Big offensive thrust here coming for the San NEOPHOENIX. Let's see if they'll try to go to Nwaba. Nwaba tries to sneak in the pass. Cooley grabs it. Check that. That is actually Alex Kirk. Possession arrow says the Golden Kings. Once again, Jack Cooley with active hands. They got possession. Down by 2. And Raba should have taken that one. Especially with his patented baby hook that he had yesterday. He had 2 big shots inside the paint for 4 points in the final minute. That time opting to look for Yante Maten. He's got to realize Maten is not also at 100%. They're going to review this one, I think, really for the clock more than anything else, to see if that 43.4 is on the money. Chance for both coaches to come up with an extra timeout. Again, if you're just joining us for this series, the San NEOPHOENIX won game number 1, 87-85 yesterday. And they lead by 2 here in game number 2. If there is a game 3, that will be held tomorrow at 6 in the evening, right here at the Hamamatsu Arena. So they add a little over a second and change. So from 43.5, it's 44.7. "22 seconds," they say, on the shot clock. Look for Vic Law to bring this one down. Up against the defense once again of Yoshii. He's got to trust his teammates though. Really look for a big 3. Almost got stripped. Almost lost possession. Ora wasn't able to get to that though. Exceptional hands coming here from Yoshii, stripping that away. Coach Okitani says, let's diagram a play first. Some last-minute words of advice from Kishimoto to the youngster Masahiro Waki. This is where heroes are born, who will be willing to take the big shot. He would have, that's for sure, but he's not available. Will it be Waki? But you'd think they'd go to their world imports. 2-man game. Law. They go inside. Jack Cooley tries to battle inside. He'll get fouled. Maten saying he didn't touch him, but again, no more challenges for either squad. He got a lot of ball, but on the shot, he did get armed. 2 huge free throws here for Jack Cooley to tie things up. Maten continues to complain. Cooley makes the first. The lead is down to 1. But expect the timeout here off this made shot if it goes down for Coach Ono. Everybody focus on the free throw first. Cooley to ties things up. Yes! Ice water in his veins. 18 points in total, together with his 11 boards. And Coach Ono says, here is our final timeout. We are deadlocked at 77. Only our third tie of the ball game. 27.8 seconds remaining in game number 2. Possession to the home squad, the NEOPHOENIX. They could actually take the shot in the final 2 seconds. Give them an opportunity for an offensive rebound, and no chance here for the Golden Kings. Let's see the play of Coach Ono. Ora up against Onodera up high. Tries to make his move. Shot clock now down to 9. They find Nwaba. Yoshi, 3, short. The putback. Wow. Goaltending, they say. So the San NEOPHOENIX with a 2-point lead here. Yoshii comes up short. Yante Maten at the right place at the right time. Clearly goaltending there. Vic Law made contact. That might have gone out. It looked like it was going out, but Vic Law made contact. .2 remaining. Could be the final 4 seconds for the season of the Golden Kings. Looks like they're going to review this one just to make sure of the time. So 5.3 remaining. Coach Okitani with no more timeouts. This has to be inbounded from the baseline. Boy, Yante Maten at 50% strength, playing on one leg, scoring what could be the winning bucket. Kirk. Long throw goes to Cooley. Vic Law for the win. Short. Will that count? Will that count? Looks like it should. Wow. They're gonna check this one. Wow. Matsuwaki just threw it. It kissed off the glass. The basketball gods still shining here. We'll see. That should count. That looks like it should count. Wow. It counts. And we're going to overtime. The season extended here. And you can see Jack Cooley heading over to Yoshiyuki Matsuaki, says, thank you for keeping our season alive. Overtime coming in just a bit. Proceedings here at 79 apiece. Wow. The drama is not yet over here in Hamamatsu Arena. So Matsuwaki will not start the overtime period. David Nwaba begging his team. Hang tough. Nwaba with 20 points, 12 boards. Yante Maten, one leg and all, scoring 7 points, getting 5 boards, and also issuing 2 assists. Possession arrow shows Ora and company. They've got first crack. Maten inside. Remember, Cooley with 4 fouls. Yoshii for 3. Short. Rocky. They'll bring it down. And let's see if they try to go to that old adage of going to your bigs. Jack Cooley inside, flips it up, and it drops. 18 points now for Jack Cooley. 2-point lead for the Golden Kings. Ora up against Onodera, another classic matchup at the guard position. Maten not gonna get the pass. He was going towards the bucket, the pass away from him. Another turnover here. Inside, tries to kiss it off the glass. Rocky with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Vic Law. They go to Kirk. A lot of movement. Vic Law for 3. Short. Vic Law looks a little tired here. 17 turnovers for the Golden Kings. 12 for the NEOPHOENIX. Who will prove steadier here in the overtime period. And Nwaba gets away. Sidestepping move. Yes! No, an offensive foul is going to be called on Yante Maten. Take the 2 points away. Watch it here. And Nwaba got the step. That's a good call. Maten didn't have to do that. And that's going to be the 5th personal foul of Yante as well. He's done for the afternoon. That offensive foul will also count as a turnover. Nobody wants to bring it down. Vic Law will. Everybody becoming gun shy here. Jack Cooley has been lifted. Kirk blocked. That's great defense once again by the NEOPHOENIX. Nobody touched that. That should be sand and ball. But they're gonna say it stays here with the Golden Kings with 6 seconds on their shot clock. Law with a jumper. Short. No tip there. And Maba clears. Sanan still down by 2. Both teams bleeding for points as Jack Cooley gets ready to check back in. Dudzinski. Tuya for 3. Back rims that one. Vic Law will bring it past the timeline. It looks like he's huffing and puffing here. Jack Cooley can't enter. There is no dead ball situation. Shot clock winding down. There's a steal. And Yoshii not trying to rush, but we've got to try to look for some early offense. They're still down by 2 as we approach the final 2 minutes of overtime. It's the Twilight Zone. Ora steps to the side, puts up a long one. Dudzinski. And Waba for the lead. Yes! The San NEOPHOENIX up by 1. 23 points for David. Now a chance for Cooley to check in. Look at this extra possession once again. The tap goes to Yoshii, and he quickly found Nwaba. A lot of time still remaining in this one. Law calls out the play. He's got Jack Cooley now inside as well. Onodera to Law. Law inside. Well, he got fouled. Vic Law seems to be running on fumes, and he's also fuming mad. He felt he got hit in the face. Well, there was a swipe there. Now you understand why he's livid. He got slapped in the face. The foul is going to be called on Yoshii, but the slap came from Sota Ora. Not quite sure if they're going to review this one. No, they won't. So he's going to head to the line, fuming. Can he gather his thoughts? Can he gather his emotions to make these 2 free throws? Coach Okutani still asking if they can review that one on the swipe. He's still holding on to his eye. Coach Atsushi saying, where's the count for 10? Law makes the first, ties things up at 82. Emotions running high. And well, it should. This could be the final game of the Golden Kings this season. And the NEOPHOENIX don't want a Game 3 tomorrow. Both teams need to win this one at all costs. Law will misfire. We're tied at 82. That is the 7th miss from the free throw line for RYUKYU. Who will come up big here. You can see Ora willing to take that shot. They go to Dudzinski. The flip, no. go to Waki. And now Vic Law. It might be better served going inside to Jack Cooley. He looks the fresher of the imports. Wacky the flip, it drops! Boy, for a youngster at just 20. Another classic encounter unfolding right here at the Hamamatsu Arena, courtesy of the B-League. 46.7 seconds remaining. Sanem with the basketball, but trailing by 2. With a win here today, the NEOPHOENIX will make their first entry into the finals of the B-League. The Golden Kings, with the victory here, live to fight another day for Game 3 tomorrow. Nwaba, he's got to come up big here against Cooley. He'll give it up. Nwaba with the running start. He's got the advantage. He'll kick it out though. 3, short. Kirk with the rebound. Cooley almost lost it and he'll be fouled. That might be a smart play for Cooley to go down. That might give them a chance to review this one. Big rebound there. And now they're going to review it. That was wise play from Jack Cooley. If this gets upgraded, that could be it. .1 seconds remaining. Let's see. Didn't look like there was too much of a swipe on the face. But the moment Jack Cooley heard the whistle, he went down. That's a veteran move. This should be just a regular foul, but still, 2 free throws coming up here for Jack Cooley. Both teams giving it their all. The San Antonio Phoenix do not want to have a game number 3 because they know that they are short-handed. On the other side, the Golden Kings need a game 3 or else their season is done. Here's the big call. Just a regular foul as we expected. But free throws coming up here for Jack Cooley. He also got some rest as he stayed down on the floor. Third personal foul would be called on Nwaba. Cooley. Check that. That's going to be the 4th on David. Cooley now with 2 free throws to make this a 2-possession ball game. The first, not a problem. That will now force a 3 from the NEOPHOENIX. Coach Okitani looking at his coaching staff, trying to think what they could do, should do. Cooley makes both. No timeout here for Sanin. It's a 2-possession ball game. They gotta score quickly. Yoshii will launch. That's gonna be a 4-point play, possibly. That is the worst case scenario. What was Alex Kirk doing? You don't come that close. A 3-pointer will not hurt you, but a 4-point play will. You just give him that shot. Now Yoshii with a big free throw coming up to tie things up. .4 seconds remaining. We could be going into double overtime. Big free throw here for Yoshii. Hirotaka Yoshii, to a 26-year-old, with a big free throw to possibly send this game into overtime, but at least definitely will tie it. But 14.4 remaining, still on the clock. A chance for the Golden Kings. Short on the free throw. The battle goes to Kirk. He's going to lose it though, but a foul's going to be called. Looks like that might be on Dudzinski. Well, Alex Kirk coming up with a big rebound after that big blunder. Fouling a 3-point shooter. Yoshii made the 3, but couldn't convert on the 4-point play. There was the foul on Dudzinski. 2 free throws now for Kirk. But he hasn't been the steadiest of free throw shooters here today. He missed a few yesterday, missed a few today as well. .4 seconds remaining in overtime. The first overtime. I'm saying that because we might have a second one. Alex makes the first. The lead is at 2. But even if he makes this free throw, it's still just a 1-possession ball game. Sanin with no more timeouts. They're going to have to go the length of the floor. They make both. 2 schools of thought. You can actually just play tough defense here, or you can foul. Send them to the free throw line. Time down to 5 seconds. Dudzinski looking for a 3. Gets a good shot off. Nails the 3. 1.1 remaining. Dudzinski with a big 3-pointer. Ties things up at 88. What a basket for Dudzinski. Only with 5 points. Now make that 8. But with the biggest basket of his career. Don't go away. 1.1 second remaining when we come back. 1.1 seconds remaining here. More than enough time for a catch and shoot. Viclo will be or should be the assigned recipient. Unless they go inside. Waki! That wouldn't have counted even if Jack Cooley made it. We're going to double overtime.
ダブルオーバータイムに入ります。ダブルオーバータイム、19番のサーブです。
Welcome to double overtime. First possession to the Golden Kings. Viclo, let's see if he gets his second win here. He has not looked for his shot yet. Now attacks. Throws it up. Alex Kirk there for the putback. Well, with the two tall towers of the Golden Kings, they should be favored. But they could have won it here in the first overtime. But they're up by 2. Here in the second. Ora finds Yoshii. Yoshii left wide open. Bangs in a 3. It's a 1-point lead now for the San NEOPHOENIX. 23 points for the afternoon for Yoshii. Waki still finds Cooley. Everybody being gun-shy here for the Golden Kings. Big block. And a foul is going to be called on Onadera. Free throws here for Sotaora. And Nwaba coming up big on the defensive end. Well, you can't go up with those soft shots, not here in the playoffs. And Nwaba just erased that one. And a poor foul here for the Golden Kings. Big free throws for Sota. Rattles in the first. Leads at 2. Crowd here, silent. They want to give Ora every opportunity to be able to make this shot. Give their team a 3-point lead. And he does. Main question is, well, I guess for Coach Ono, he says, let's get into the finals first and let's see what happens there. Despite the fact I've got a depleted lineup. Jack Cooley almost lost it. It goes to Kirk. Alex gets fouled. And a chance here for Kirk to tie things up at 93. That was fortunate. The pass was going to Cooley, slipped through his hands, and it went right to his teammate. Definitely no assist for Jack there. He doesn't mind, especially with these free throws made by Kirk. Third personal foul going to be called on Sota. Kirk takes care of business. We are knotted at 93. Attacking inside, Yoshi kicks it out. Dudzinski, extra pass. Nwaba for a three. Yes! David Nwaba with a huge three. Gives his team another 3-point advantage. Hence the smile. Ryukyu will bring it out. Vic Law tries to answer back, will come up short. You can see those are tired legs. And Nwaba still fresh. And Nwaba now will have to attack. Lost it. Gives it to the wing. Tsuya will not get that off in time. Not quite sure how much Vic Law can still offer his squad. You might be better served going to Jack Cooley inside. Vic Law with the attack, pulls it back out. Gets it to Waki. Kirk. They go inside. Alex, extra pass. Cooley will miss from point blank range. A shot Cooley normally makes. Final 2 minutes of the second overtime. Jack enters your screen. And again, they're going to use clock, and at the same time, I think, and to gather their wits are both these teams. Ora, deep three. No. That's a wild shot. And again, you can see Law moving forward with no purpose. Now we'll try. Puts up a short one, but again, Alex Kirk there for the putback. But everything Vic Law is putting up has been short. Lead is 1 for the NEOPHOENIX. They're going to need at least 2 more buckets to get out of the woods. Dudzinski will try to bring it closer. Step back jumper, no. The tap goes to Ora. Ora goes down. And the pass goes awry. Sota Ora is still down. Wow. There was clearly contact. Waki could have actually just held on to that one or brought it down himself. Seems like both teams self-destructing here, but more so for the Golden Kings, which is quite surprising. They are the more experienced squad. Time down to 57 seconds. Ball stays here with Sanen. No foul called, just an inbound. Ora thought he was going to be hitting free throws. Everybody running on fumes. Who will have the strongest final push. They're going to use clock once again. Cooley out on an island. He's at a disadvantage there. And Waba will give it up. Yoshii, deep three. Cooley will call it at board. 1 point separating these two squads as we enter the final 30 seconds. Sanen still with the 1 point lead, but Vic Law still wanting to take the basket here. Gives it up, extra pass, Onodera with the lay-in, and he'll be fouled. Vic Law holding on to that basketball a little bit too long, especially since he doesn't want to take that final shot. It looks like he's tired. Onodera gets fouled by Yoshii. He'll head to the line now for 2 shots. Two big free throws. As Ora talking to Onodera there, trying to distract him. Shota's first. Misses! There is Sasaki out for the ball game and possibly out for game number 3 or even the finals next week if Sanen gets there. There's Aluma. He could have definitely helped his squad. Onodera trying to tie things up here. Misses it. Cooley with the putback. And it's a 1 point lead here by the Golden Kings. Coming out of nowhere, Jack Cooley. .9 seconds remaining in double overtime. A 1 point lead for the Golden Kings, but possession with the NEOPHOENIX. They could win this ball game in this final thrust. Expect the ball to go to Nwaba and let him create. They get it inside first. Yoshii with the attack, the layup. He'll misfire. That was a good attack though by Yoshii. He had the opportunity. He had the opening. Just came up short. Watch it once again. And he had the advantage there over Alex Kirk. Speed-wise, Cooley picks up the board on the line now for 2 free throws. But even if he makes both free throws, off that 4th foul of David Dudzinski, still just a 1 possession ball game. Cooley misses on the first. The pressure getting to every single player now. One more coming up. But Sanen with no more timeouts They're going to have to inbound from the baseline. Cooley's going to miss. He'll get the offensive rebound though. Wow, the man who missed the free throw got the rebound. Similar to what happened earlier in the ball game. You've got to put a body on the free throw shooter, especially if it's Jack Cooley. 2 more free throws coming up for Jack. And time down to 4.4. Nemoto's going to be sent in. Tsuya out. That's a big call here. Well, not really a big call because a foul was called on Tsuya, so he's out of the ball game. Cooley's first. Makes it. To give his squad the 3-point lead. What a classic we're witnessing here. Final 4.4, 26 points for big Jack Cooley. More than enough time for a legitimate shot at 3 to tie things up. Do you foul? They give up the foul. That's a smart play. Because a heave ties things up. Dayo Kitani says, good job. So Ora will now have to make the first and definitely miss the second. But it's going to be hard to get that rebound because Jack Cooley is there, Alex Kirk is there, and so is Vic Law. The first, the most important. Sota makes it. Now, the winning play is a rebound here for the Golden Kings. Can he miss it long enough to go to his teammates? It drops. He was trying to miss it. It went in. You can see that dumbfounded look on his face. And now a timeout will be called by Coach Oketani. They'll advance the basketball and 2 seconds still remaining. All they need to do is get it inbounds and towards their side of the floor. There definitely will be a foul for sure. Welcome back to the Hamamatsu Arena for this absolute classic between the San NEOPHOENIX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Both teams not complete because of injuries, but both teams still giving it their all. With the victory here, there will be a game number 3 tomorrow by the Golden Kings, but with a victory here, if Sanen is able to pull off a miracle, the finals begins next Saturday. 2 seconds remaining. Waki with the inbound. Where does he go? They get it to Law. He gets fouled. Only 0.3 knocked off the clock, but that might be the final foul of Dudzinski. Well, Viklo is asking for away from the play foul because he said he got fouled even before the inbounds. Let's see what the officials say. Well, Dudzinski did wrap him up. There's confirmation. So Dudzinski will be out. And they're putting 0.3 back on the clock. Viklo the first. Leads at 2. So it was a foul away from the play. It's a 2-point lead. And now they still have possession. Baseline inbound. Jack Cooley kicks it out. That's a wise play. Not really going for the shot. They didn't need another basket. And the Golden Kings escape this one, winning it in double overtime, 100-98. There you have the quarter scoring and the scoring in both overtimes. What a classic encounter we just witnessed here. So there will be game number 3 tomorrow at 6 in the evening between these two squads. We're going to hear from Coach Dayo Kitani in just a little bit. Stick around.
放送席では桶谷大ヘッドコーチのインタビューです。まずはダブルオーバータイムの激闘を制しました。どんな思いですか？
いやいや、本当に先週よく最後まで頑張ってくれたなというふうに思います。
勝負どころ今日はたくさんありましたけれども、オーバータイムに持ち込んだ松脇選手のゴールシュート、決まった瞬間どんな思いでしたか？
いやね、もういやあれですよね、あれで救ってくれたと思いますし、まあね、自分たちも勝てそうなタイミングで彼らもねシュート決めてきて、本当にバスケット見てる人はね面白いゲームやったんじゃないかなというふうに思います。
今日はチーム全員で掴んだ勝利だと思います。選手たちにはどんな言葉かけたいですか？
いや本当血統になるっていうのは分かってたんで、それをまず自分たちが一つ取れたっていうところ良かったと思います。でまた明日ねもう本当面白いゲームになると思うんでね、明日ももう一回自分たちが楽しんでバスケットしたいなというふうに思います。
そしてベンチ裏のこのキングスブースターの声援どう感じてましたか？
いやいや、最後の吉井君のシュートを落とさせたもうキングスのブースターさんのおかげだと思ってます。ありがとうございます。
では最後になりますが、明日の第3戦ポイントになるとしたらどんなところになりそうでしょうか？
い いやもうやっぱり自分たちの強みどれだけ活かせるかなっていうところだと思うんで、もう最後もねやっぱり振り切ってそこで勝負してたんで、まあ明日もう一回頑張ってもらいたいなというふうに思います。
おめでとうございます。
はい
桶谷大ヘッドコーチでした。では続いてそのオーバータイムに持ち込むシュートを決めました松脇義行選手にも伺っていきます。今キングスブースターから大きな声援で迎え入れられました。では伺っていきます。まずはオーバータイムに持ち込んだシュート決まった瞬間、どんな気持ちでしたか？
そうですね、本当に2点差の場面だったので、あの時はもう本当に入らなかったら負けるっていうのをすごい意識してたので、あそこを最後リバウンド取りに行って、決めきれて、もう何が起きたか分からなかったですね。決めきれてよかったかなと思います。
他の選手からどんな声かけられましたか？
おーみたいなあんま声かけてもらったというか、はい、喜んでもらいました。はい、
今日は要所でのスリーポイントを決めて、そして2桁得点でもありました。どんな意識で臨んだ一戦だったんでしょうか？
まあ、やっぱりそうですね、今日はケベが出なかったので、まあ、それでスリーウィークが使えないことが多くなると思ったので、そこで、まあ、自分たちウィングが、点取ることが大事だと思ってたので、そこで点取ろうと思ってたので。
As you enjoy the highlights here of this classic encounter between the San NEOPHOENIX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings, which will go into a Game 3 for the series. Here are the comments during the two interviews. First up, Coach Dayo Kitani said, well, the players did everything. They worked everything out. There was the injury to Sasaki. The way it looks, it might be an Achilles injury, but hard to speculate. He said Matsuwaki gave us this lifeline because of that lucky shot. Well, today was a do-or-die game. And he thanked the King fans. Thank you so much for all your support. And he said we have one final game tomorrow to make a push towards the championship. Matsuwaki, on the other hand, after that interview, well, definitely one of the heroes today, but just so many heroes. Vic Law with his game-long brilliance. Also, there was Masahiro Waki with his big shots. Jack Cooley, big free throws and big offensive rebounds down the stretch. Not to mention Alex Kirk. So everybody really making up for the absence of Kevi Aluma. Matsuwaki said in this interview, I didn't know what was happening at that particular time. Kevi was out, so we struggled. But we played tough, we kept patient, and tomorrow's game will definitely be even tougher than today. But he said, please, keep on cheering. We love your support, and we're playing for all of you. It's a low-scoring affair here. After the first quarter, it was Sanen up by 1, 15 to 14. At the half, it was now a 3-point, actually it was an 8-point lead by the Golden Kings at 43 to 35. They held on to a 3-point lead after 3 quarters at 60 to 57. And here, Daya Okitani, you could see, very happy with the progress of his squad. That was a big 3 from Dai Nemoto to end the half. So both teams changed ends. And here, making a run once again, the NEOPHOENIX. Jack Cooley. How he's able to get that up and through. And Nwaba spots the open Nemoto. And Nemoto hits back-to-back threes. Suddenly catching fire here in the second half was Kazuma Tsuya. There's another one. He would eventually foul out though, as this game went into 6 periods. Vic Law. That's when he still had his legs. Look at that big 3 from Yoshii. And here's Law once again. Dipsy-do move. Scores. But then, his battery level went down, especially in the overtime periods. Yante Maten scores. He really gutted it out. Another deep 3 from Yoshii. Kept them in the ball game. In fact, that gave them the lead. Big slam there for Nwaba. He was fresh up until the end, despite the fact that he had to play extended minutes. Big basket there from Waki. And then again, going under the screen, leaving Yoshii open. Knocks that one down. Kazuma Tsuya with another 3. Boy, just like those heavyweight matches that you see. Big blow after big blow after big blow. There's another huge one from Sota Ora. He's not scared to take a shot. Look at this. Deep 3. Misfiring, but again, Yante Maten able to put that one through. With the goaltending violation called on Vic Law. And this was the play that sent this game into overtime. Law went for the win. Long rebound. Went to Matsuaki. And a heads-up play there. Yoshiyuki, definitely one of today's heroes. They got confirmation that it counted. It definitely did. And then we'll go into the first overtime. Tudzinski would hit this shot to send it to a second overtime. Then Nwaba hits a deep 3. Onodera with the miss. Jack Cooley with the putback. That would give his squad the 1-point lead, to the delight of Coach Okitani and the rest of the fans of the Golden Kings. So free throw shooting turned out to be critical here. Not to mention offensive rebounding. As we take a look at the numbers, the Golden Kings shooting 52% from inside the arc, only 40% shot here by the NEOPHOENIX. From deep, shooting a respectable 36% are the San NEOPHOENIX. That's how they came back in the second half. But look at this, 15.8% only for the Golden Kings. They almost lost this ball game because of miserable shooting from the Rainbow Arc. The Kings got 27 free throws though to drop, despite 11 misses. On the other side, 17 free throws made out of 24 for the NEOPHOENIX. 15 turnovers for Sanen, 19 turnovers for RYUKYU. Rebounding department. This was the big discrepancy. 61 rebounds for the Golden Kings, 45 for Sanen. But they more than made up for it with more assists, 23-16. What a classic game we just witnessed here from two of the deepest teams in the B-League. Look at that big discrepancy of bench points, 54-36. That's quite surprising because you actually had Yante Maten as a starter. Key player matchup. And Nwaba up against Alex Kirk. Look at the Nwaba on the floor practically the entire game. He played 46.36 minutes out of the possible 50. He finished with 26 points, 18 points there for Alex Kirk, 13 boards, a double-double for Nwaba, and 8 rebounds here for Alex Kirk. Close to a double-double, but his team, despite that, will pick up the victory. We're going to go through the numbers here. Individual stats. The RYUKYU Golden Kings fans ecstatic with the victory here. They live to fight another day, which is Monday at 6 in the evening, Philippine time. Leading scorer for the winning squad, Jack Cooley with 26 points, 23 added by Vic Law, and 17 for Waki. Let's take a look at the scoring leaders for Sanen. 26 for Nwaba, 23 for Yoshii, 16 for Ora, 11 for Tsuya, and 8 for David Dudzinski. On the other side, the Golden Kings, as we were talking about, Cooley with 26, Law with 23, Waki with 17, Alex Kirk with 16, and Matsuwaki with 12. So 5 players in double digits for RYUKYU. And that helped them to this 2-point victory of 100-98. Looking at some rebounding numbers, 13 boards for Nwaba and 9 assists coming off the bench for Sota Ora. 17 big rebounds for Jack Cooley, 8 boards for Kirk, and in terms of dimes, 6 for Vic Law and 3 apiece for Onodera and Waki. As we take a look at our bracket here, this is a great encounter that we just witnessed. Expect an even better game in game number 3. That happens tomorrow. But before that, that's going to end game number 2 coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Till tomorrow, take care. Have a good afternoon ahead. God bless.